Hello everyone, me and Jack are here in the new survival, sort of major update. We've got ourselves two of these tiny survival pods and we're going to be doing the initial stages. We're going to be working out for ourselves. We're on the alien planet, so it's not going to be particularly easy, but it's not as hard as the moon. Should we kick off? Let's work out what we're going to be doing here.
Indeed. So Space's just released and they've obviously done the major survival overhaul. This is how you now start survival on each of the 3 planets. You've got this, which is just the same drop pod for most of it, to be honest. Apart from the moon, you actually start with a rover on the moon, which is quite cool, and you've already dug a hole down here. Do we have any ore nearby?
Well, the first thing we need to do is get some rocks and jam them in the thing, but...
Oh yeah, it's that how we play it now, isn't it?
Yeah, so we grab we grab any sort of rocks that we can and then just jam them in the back of the old survival pod. And then it generates some, you know, generic type ores.
Right.
And that just gets us
Something
off.
nice stone produces, like, you know, slight...
So should we just ram them all in one machine then, or should we spread them out? Oh, access denied to this pod.
Oh, might...
Yeah, you have to share your pods. Share the pods, Jack.
Yeah, for some reason it carries no share. There you go. Share a faction. You should be able to access this one now.
Okay,
That's
right. So the key part to start with is we need to create some sort of power to keep us alive on the hydrogen and oxygen basis. Well, we've got limited oxygen to start with, haven't we? Well, we've basically got nearly zero oxygen, so we need to get oxygen going.
Indeed, so we need to find some ice somewhere, and I don't see any on the horizon just yet.
See, this is the biggest issue I see at the beginning, is we need to get some ice, we need some water, we need a lake. And it's transporting ourselves between that lake and that said area.
I mean, we could fly the pods.
Can we fly the pods?
Let's give it a try. Oh, actually, I don't think we can.
Oh!
Maybe you just died.
I nearly died.
What if I take the chair apart and make a cockpit?
Because there is thrusters, but I think the thrusters are purely just to... Because we ran into this issue on the moon, didn't we? If you're not close to ice, you're out. You're instantly, you know, at a massive disadvantage. Is there a remote control? Should we attempt to get the thrusters off my pod onto your pod? Even though if you were by yourself, I don't think you'd actually be able to do that, would you?
No, you wouldn't. Let's see.
I'm just trying to think.
Because we've got progression turned on a minute. I can't make a cockpit because we've not got that unlocked at the minute. This could be a bit of an issue.
Right, I have got it all turned off, yeah. Right. So ideally we need to just get to ice. And have these got some sort of ice already in them? They've got to have ice already in them,
yes, we have ice already in them. I mean, each pod has ice. And now we can make a selection of materials as well. So we've got construction components, displays, computers, etc. and solar cells. So we can begin to expand out.
So 300 ice, and we've got a spare tank and a spare device. And that obviously them spare items are trying to get us to get to ice, I'm guessing?
I guess so. I mean, I'm not sure on how we can actually get there is the question. Okay,
so we need to really smash our heads against the rocks here and try to, quite literally, I'll dig some rocks and smash your head against
them. How do I unlock the cockpit set?
Because it's cool and all having that survival pod, but if we cannot get to the ice, we can't generate some sort of oxygen some way. I mean, there's no sort of oxygen on this planet at all. Even if we stuck a vent on, we couldn't suck any in, could we?
No, we can't. Also, I've just unlocked new blocks now in the progression system, which I press G, progression. I have unlocked the cockpit. Excellent.
Okay, how do you share that? Can you share that?
Oh, yeah, I can share it in a faction, can't I? So first colony, I click U, and I click share progress. Bang. Now, if you just do the same, it should work.
So I go... Is that in factions there?
Yeah, in factions. See first colony.
No, click on you and it goes share. Oh, okay. So that's the basic way of just helping out your friends if they come in a little bit later.
Exactly.
And if I grind down these thrusters...
Motors, displays, computers. Let's just hack off your thing.
Now the only thing I see with this is that if you don't land with your friend, I mean you're going to have a little issue, aren't you?
Yeah, getting to your friend is going to be slightly difficult, I feel.
I mean, getting that initial bit of ice. I mean, because once we get to the ice, we can survive for quite a long time, especially with this battery. Let's have a look for the thrusters. Problem is I cannot rebuild these thrusters because I need to... What do I need to build first? Let's go all the way down.
Let's build 10 displays and I need 15 computers. That shouldn't be too hard.
Okay, so to build that, oh god, I need to build a lot of things. You built landing gear, haven't you?
Yes, that's built.
And that has unlocked control stations, has it?
Indeed, and I almost have the cockpit finished. Gotta conserve our supplies here in survival mode, and bang.
Oh, you just need computers, don't you? Right, so see if this thing will lift off. Because you've built that purely, haven't you, out of your own ship.
Yeah, let me disable my landing gears.
Because before I add anything from my ship, I think it's important to figure this out. Do you have enough thrust, and more importantly, do you have enough power? I mean, even if you disable the the machines inside. No, not enough
For some
power.
reason, my landing gears don't want to work. Landing gear.
Okay. Oh, so you do have enough power to move around.
Indeed, I do. Do you want to build a chair you can get on, and we'll fly?
Okay. I'll use the old get on top.
Yeah. Well, if we put you a chair, like load all your resources and stuff in here at the minute, and we'll like carry it across, because we don't want to lose.
Okay. I don't want to touch too many of my resources out of this pod. Really. Let's leave this pod alone because a lot of people are not gonna. Yeah,
I'll set a GPS just in case we do need to come back to
Let's just use a chair so we can travel together, but...
Alright, let's see. Can I make a seat?
Because I just really want to see, you know, if you can do it all from one pod, because if you've landed in the middle of the desert, yes, we have not got any ice, we've not got any supplies.
Alright, hop in, let's see if we can go find somewhere.
Right, I'm in, let's go.
Oh.
Oh, we're not out of supplies already. Right, so what would be the best method here? To go straight up, and how much power do we have?
Good news and bad news?
Hey, what? Go on, give us the good and bad news.
I don't have a gyroscope. So I can't
what?
turn.
So what do we need to check what can...
I also can't control my altitude now.
Why?
And we're speeding up, going down.
Can you not thrust? Just thrust.
I can thrust forward like that.
Okay, right. A lake has to be in this direction. Okay.
Are we going to crash into the lake?
No. We'll use a tree or something. While that's going on, I'm going to see what you needed to create a gyroscope.
Can you, like, find a gyroscope or something, please?
Right, hold on. If I jump off here...
Do Control Z, the inertia dampeners, and just lock on.
Okay, hold on. You're going a little fast.
Stop. I'm reaching max speed. We've got into plague.
Oh no! I hope it's a lake over here. I feel like we need
the interstellar thing where it's like, you know, the mountains, like those aren't mountains.
Right. Well, I'm low on fuel, and I'm gonna die. And yes, I'm pretty much dead.
I've just seen that. Well, this survival experience is off to a good start.
So it doesn't have a gyroscope. That's starting shit.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, there I am.
No, it doesn't have a gyro. I think they made it so you can't do this sort of activity.
Yeah, but you've got to be able to do this, haven't you, to get to the ice?
Is this a good thing to note that I am drifting
we're finding things out like this, because this is going to help people when they start surviving.
When you're playing Space Engineers, don't do what we're doing, is what we're saying.
Well, no, do what we're doing, but build a gyroscope.
Build a gyroscope before you take off.
Let me just see what a gyroscope actually is needed. So to build a gyroscope, we need... where's the gyroscope on this progression tree? They could split it up a little bit into thrust and other components with different
I'd like
colours.
to see a more sparse progression tree, a little bit more detailed one.
So to get a gyro. Yeah, no, fuel's low, and I'm gonna fall out the sky in a second. I feel like I'm looking right. Oh, there's the gyroscope. Oh, that's a gravity generator.
I think there's an achievement for travelling all the way around one of the planets, so I might get that by the time you find a solution.
Damn it! Right, and there I am again. This has not gone very well to start with, is it? Maybe if you hit one of them trees, you might be alright. There you go.
97 meters a second. Oh shit.
Oh, is it slowing you down?
No, it's not. I'm spinning out of control.
Oh, come on. Oh, you can do this. You can do that. You can land that. Come on, turn the landing gears on. Turn the landing gears on now.
Oh,
it's pretty resilient. Right, there you go. You've landed it. Congratulations.
The landing gears aren't locking. Oh, I am on fire slightly.
Okay, that was quite spectacular to watch, to be fair. Now, is there any water around here? I shall jet up and we shall check again.
Moving. Oh, there we go.
Normally, where there's greenery, there's water. Maybe we were kind of heading in possibly the right direction.
Gyro. Can I make that? I can. Okay, right.
Oh.
Steel plates.
Oh wow, my backpack instantly popped off my character as a ragdoll. Oh, the ragdoll.
Yeah, the new ragdoll physics are back. If I say new, they were in it before. They're back again.
I like that. Right, so do we lose any thrust though? That's the important bit.
No, it's just I am on fire. Relight my fire.
It's alright. I'm sure it won't be anything critical. Just probably the main component for our survival.
Yeah, no, actually the oxygen generator is on fire.
Right. Oh, the oxygen generator, even if we get
kidding.
to ice.
The oxygen generator is on fire.
Right, let's try and get into some ice.
Okay, get on the seat now. I've got a gyro.
I'm on the seat. I'm on the seat. So as we're going over there, if you don't land near water, what do you do? What do you have to do?
I don't know.
You have to move to water. You have to move to water, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Somehow, you either have to build your ship, fix it up like so, and then find some water, because they've given us the thrusters for a reason, haven't they? I mean, if we had a rover, we could just roll about, but
Could always go to space.
I mean, with all that greenery over there on the left, Jack, there's got to be some sort of water, hasn't there?
True, just keep an eye on our altitude, because I'm flying in one direction at the minute to increase our speed.
Alright. I'm keeping an eye on it. We're not dipping into the surface. They're normally in rivers or, well, valleys, lakes.
Yeah, I see a big valley in front of us. Or there's some ice caps over there, so we could just go land on them.
Yeah, true. Well, that might be the easier option at this rate.
At least we can appreciate the fire coming out of the back here. It really does, you know.
The thing is with this, it has made the beginning very, very difficult.
Definitely, there is more of a challenge to survival now rather than you just starting in. Because those atmospheric landers, when you think about it, they did give you quite a lot to start with.
Oh yeah, that was like easy start times 1,000. Right, there's nothing in this valley, is there? We might as well head to that ice cap to the left. Oh,
right.
That's not fuel, is it? Oh, that was you turning it off.
I'm just trying to conserve power.
Giving me a bloody heart attack, that's what you're doing. I mean, it's not like we can dig down and find water either, is it?
No, because we'd absolutely no idea where to start digging.
Okay, just be careful with the power save there.
Yeah.
So the ice cap is over in that direction. The last known body location is like 7 to 11 kilometers behind us. The oxygen generator's on fire. The classic survival
So you're probably wondering how we ended up here.
And you know what? We can build ladders.
At least we've got ladders. I mean, you can look in that for survival update. At least we have.
So what was your thought on the ladders? Did you think that they should? Did you see what they're constructed of?
No, I've not actually looked at them yet. To us, I can look in the table now. You can see.
Oh, well, can I? I can't because I'm on a seat.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll have a look when we get out.
What I was thinking is, you know, if they were constructed of steel components, that's, you know, so you could just get yourself out of a hole. Well, obviously, they require construction components and some other parts, because I guess that if they made a block, you know, too simple to construct, you know, people just spam it.
It's going to be interesting to see how people use them. I can't wait to see them used on builds and stuff, because you think ladders and, like, when you're sort of building like those submarine style ships, if you get what I mean, ladders are super common. You don't have like super spiraling staircase. You have tight, compact corridors with ladders in them.
I think it also might be a way of getting around certain ships or space stations, you know, from an exterior point as well. Especially if your hydrogen's low. You know, if your hydrogen's low, you can clamp yourself to a ladder until, you know, rescue arrives, sort of deal.
I wonder what happens. We'll have to test for ladders at some point. But if like gravity turns off or power goes off on a ship, you know, if you're going around in 0G, ladders going to be able to help you? Or
if you're on a ladder in a gravity generated environment, will you fall to the ground? Or will, I mean, because I know that some blocks don't work, you know, with the gravity generators on.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's the ice cap. The question is, can we climb the hill? I think they said in one of the was it a blog post or something a while ago that if you start in the desert, it's going to be, you know, very difficult.
Yeah, so the starts are kind of quite difficult. So, you know, they're different and varied. So you can have a good start, you can have a bad start. But
I nearly landed in a tree before when I was testing this out. You know, I thought if it clamps onto a tree, that would be the most amazing survival start ever. When I can't get, you know,
I
my
landed
actual
on the
pod.
Side of a mountain and everything rolled down it, including the pod eventually.
Let's have a check of our power and control.
Got an hour left.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, you can see it live in your thing. So there's some basic ice. If we land up there, we should get ourselves going. Hopefully we'll have enough to patch up this oxygen generator, and then we can just start building. Because when we were on the moon, the two big problems were day and night cycles, not having enough power to charge the solar panels. But being up here, it should be quite windy as well, shouldn't it?
Indeed. I was just looking at the new LCDs in the cockpit, because, you know, when you turn on and off now, they actually have like colorized on-off. Yeah. I mean, it'd be good if you could actually customize them with your scripts or something. That would be quite nice.
They've done mods for that in the past. It's something that I thought they would have introduced by now. You know, have your own sort of put your own readouts on them.
Exactly. You've seen those. I can't remember what it's. Is it inventory logistics or something like that? Where you got TIMs, but you know, where you can display the inventory stuff and the capacity and speed and your GPS location all on your like bridge displays. It would be nice to see them here in the cockpit.
How are we doing
with
speed? Do we need to adjust ourselves a little bit?
Us up a bit. There we go.
Well, are we going right to the tip of that thing?
Tip of the spear.
Okay, so it's going to change out people's outposts, this, because an outpost now is going to need to be supplied with ice, you know, from further away.
And
so,
these are starting outposts, yeah, it's going to be interesting.
I
I mean,
mean,
especially if they start on the alien planets like this. I mean, they're still going to need ice for hydrogen anyway.
I mean, with on Earth, yes, it is one of the easiest starting locations because, you know, you've got that infinite supply of oxygen and you've also got the infinite supply of water because there's a lake nearly around every corner on the Earth-like planet, isn't there?
Oh, it's like there's oceans, isn't there?
Oh, and the... Yeah, true. So, we've got a... Oh, here's a bit
They've
of
actually
ice.
changed the texture. Oh, is it below us?
No, it's just a little bit ahead of us here. There's a big patch.
They've actually changed the texture of the ice on the planets, also our engines are slightly slowing down now.
Are they?
Yeah, so the texture on the lakes now actually looks quite cool. Well, I'll bring us in for a landing.
Right, okay, that's not too bad.
Welcome
There
to
we
Jack's
go,
controlled landing. This is your EasyJet service 727. We'll be landing shortly.
Alright, I'll try not to put us in a tree or down the side of a mountain.
Hopefully not in an orange disaster.
So far, we've not taken any parts from my ship, so this is all one little craft. I think that's one of the important facts. You know, you could have probably connected that cockpit to the thing at the back and had... Oh, it wouldn't have wired up anyway. Oh, Jack.
Landing gears won't lock.
Please. Do not do that to me.
Hello.
Right, so are the landing gears off? Because they look off to me.
Oh, landing. Oh, landing.
Oh, one's incomplete. Oh, now it's on. Right, one's definitely... The ones on the right are definitely going to lock.
Oh.
And there we go.
Oh.
Nice and tasty.
Here,
right,
yeah.
let's... Oh, great. Now we've got a stream in this planet. So we're also in the cold now. So this should also make us lose...
Or freezing, actually. Yeah, we'll lose energy quicker. Steel
just
plates
check
to
this
fix
and
that.
make
I'm just
sure
going to
we've
fix the broken tank in a minute.
Right, are we actually getting ice off this? Yes, we are. Okay, so we're all right for the minute, Jack. We're
Right,
gonna
we need a
have
bit more stone in the back. I'll get that. You get the ice.
All right. Okay.
Auto ore pickup is something I'd like to see at one point. Maybe that can be like an option for the drills. It's like, you know, the elite drill. What if that had the bonus of like auto ore pickup? It would encourage you to walk, work to that tool.
I don't know what you think about this, Jack, but I had this idea when I saw that drop pod the other day. If we attached a drill directly underneath the drop pod, right, and just used that to mine, and then built a platform with the other stuff on, I mean, would that give us like an instant, you know, mining drilling vehicle to collect?
Could be interesting to see how that works. I'm not sure myself. Like, the oxygen generator's back online now.
Okay,
We
great,
can
great.
put our ice and stuff in there.
I'm going to dump stuff in the side. Okay, perfect. Right, so we've got...
Yep. If you have any stone, put that in the building part as well.
Right, so the generator's full.
Okay, cool.
And I can't stick any more in, so...
Have you noticed they've reduced the size of the ores actually pop up now and all guys are running off? Way.
Okay, so let's just get ourselves a little bit of a platform on the flat here, because otherwise we're going to have wonky station Alpha 2 or something, aren't we?
Yeah, let's see if we can lock it to the grid would be a good idea. Right, that's building
Okay,
some...
got some steel plates coming out of it.
Yep, that's building them. I'll take those.
I feel bad discarding this ice.
Say again?
Okay, I've got to discard this ice because it won't fit within the, you know, the container.
Right, I've started our little platform basically.
Where have you started it?
There we go.
Okay, perfect. Right, so then we need basic refinery, basic assembler, okay, and all that malarkey, and then we need some way of powering it, and that'll be wind, won't it?
Hell yeah.
Okay, so let's have a quick look at production.
I've already balls away my steel plates.
So let's quickly get ourselves the basic assembler.
There you go, a couple of steel plates.
Okay. Basic refinery. It's not going to look pretty.
Right, leave me with a power situation. I'll get that under control.
Alright, well I'm just going to start working on the main refinery systems.
Okay.
We'll see what we need. Oh, you see, it's a lot of basic materials to start with. That's not too bad, especially when you're just going to be drilling out the rock. Let's get pumping out a load of steel plates. Ingots, production. There you go. Okay, so we need more iron for that.
I need 20 constructions and 10 interiors. Awesome. I should get those.
I have just jammed it up with a load of stuff. So
yes. Can't build them just yet.
Okay, I'm going to put my...
If you got any more stone, shove it in the back of a ship a minute as we're losing, or we don't have enough to build certain supplies.
Okay, I'm just having a bit of a test at the moment with something. So where could one connect up a drill to this little thing?
To the pod?
Or would it be too unstable, you think?
I think it's going to be too unstable because it's riding on not much power and you don't have that much thrust.
Yeah, yeah.
Plus, at a minute, if you break it, that's us out of commission completely.
Yes, okay. I appreciate that. That's probably the best way of thinking.
It's a smart decision today.
Okay, so we need them steel plates and we need that. I'm going to have to just get drilling, aren't I? It is not going to come to me lightly.
I've got some more ingots working. It goes through stone quite quickly in the actual survival kit.
I think though it's designed that not because it's got to have a certain element of not wind up the player as well. At the same time. Because I think a lot of people would just get wound up. If they're putting loads of supplies and loads of rocks into it and not getting much in return.
Yeah, I do agree with you.
Right. Okay, let's dump some more of that in.
Girders and interior plates. Oh, I need 30 of them. That's going to be a lot.
A lot more mining, that's what it's going to be.
Survival kit, why you no work?
Inventory full again. So I think we have learned quite a bit though, just at the start.
Definitely, yeah. From this short little time we've been playing it just now, I think it's teaches us a lot about survival, which we previously didn't know. Because I played around a bit of test, and obviously we did the moon survival as well, and that was quite hard and challenging. And I think survival in general is very hard and challenging at the minute, which is good.
What can we actually produce with them?
What's your opinion on the idea of uranium being removed from the planet?
I think there's a certain element. I think it's options. They need tick options, on and off. We need some sort of cargo container as well, Jack, on the little ship.
Yes, we do.
I don't know what you think because we just. Do you want to stick it on? Do you want to build a medium?
You focus on that one a minute. I'll get the turbine operational.
Okay, hold on. We need some interior plates because otherwise, Jack, we're going to have to be pulling out bits that run, unfinished.
Yeah, it's a bit awkward. Let's shove some stone in there a minute.
Yeah, we can switch this up.
Let's take the gravel out there, so we don't need that crap.
We might have to unload the container.
Yeah, it's got two separate inventories, so it's got the stone which you can put in there, and then the actual components themselves. The components aren't taking up that much, which is fine.
Oh, okay. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm looking at. With all these fandangly menus.
Oh, I need another one.
Inventory, I'll take.
Yeah, man. There we go, just what I needed, and then... Hey, we have power. Introducing the Space Engineer's wind turbine.
Lovely.
Previously seen in 2015 and not seen until 2019. Progress.
Okay, we need more material. Production. More of them, please. Well, that's way too many.
Oh, I've fallen off the platform. Here we go.
Missing.
Damn. Let's see, what can we build on top of here as well? Steel plates. Oh, that's going to take quite a lot of steel.
Yes, that's why I was going to try and get this cargo container operational, so it'll just keep drilling through it.
That'd be good as because we can access this from the side panel as well. Oh no, we can't. Never mind.
Well, yeah, we can still access it from the back, so it won't be an issue. It just means we can better diversify where we store everything. Let's have a look. What have we got on me? What have we got? Right, we've got a bottleneck of the system here. We're going to have to maybe just ditch some components to make some more components. Would it be?
Oh yeah, we could take some stuff out of there a minute. Unless you make a small cargo container just on the side.
Okay, yeah, we could do that. Where
we just take down this one here a minute. There we go. I need interior plates. Got any of them? Actually, I'll steal.
Yes, is that. Take them off that.
Construction components, computers. That's all. I'll get them.
Are we taking them off the thrusters? Do you want to take them off the thrusters?
No, let's not take down the pod too much, as we will want that at some point. Have you got any stone? I need to build some more stuff in a survival.
I did have some stone. There it is. There's my wad of stone. Just dump that. Where do you want me to dump it? In the survival kit?
Yeah, just in the survival kit and then process.
See, I'm trying to drag it into the survival kit, but I'm not getting it. It's not actually going in.
A bit odd. I might have
Well,
a
that's
full
because I
inventory
think
at
it's
the top. It can only
maxed
store
out.
like it can only store like 2k. Right, we'll do the ingots now. Tell it to build 10 of that. And bang, there we go. Now we need one.
It'd be nice if you could ask it, to prioritize extracting certain elements.
That would be quite cool. Like you could tell it, I just need iron at the minute.
Yeah.
I felt like it could be something for a later date, like not immediately in the start of survival, but when you get to like a bigger refinery and such. There you go. You can put stuff in that cargo container.
Right,
so when you obviously get to space station level and you've got like a big refinery, having that there, because you pick up stone all the time for mining, and when you're like up, commanding Star Destroyers and stuff, you don't really need stone anymore, do you? Like, let's be honest, in our survivals for colony wars at the minute, how often do we bloody use stone for anything?
Not.
Apart from throwing it around the
We don't use
base.
it at all, do we?
So now imagine in like our current scenarios, if we could tell the refinery to process stone into iron or gold or silver or an ingot we need at the time, so it's not totally useless.
Right, let's redump this stone out so I don't jam something up.
Say again?
Okay, so what do we need with these, Jack, then?
What the hell is that?
That's just a spare bit of stone that wouldn't fit.
Why was that so big?
I do not know. Right. So we've got steel plates, but we need a load of steel plates as well there.
Let's build steel plates in that case. There you go. It's in production, and we'll get those basic machines built there. We've got power on the grid now, wind power, so we're not going to run out of that anytime soon. Essentially, wind power is an unlimited power source, because it doesn't really matter at the moment. Because there is no like core weather effect in Space Engineers, you're not going to get like moments of low wind, are you?
It would be nice though if they did something like that, so that it may. Because literally, would you go? Why would you choose solar over wind at the minute?
Well, exactly. Why would I choose solar now?
Also, Jack, I think. Let me just check. Is there any way of checking that grid that you've placed? Is it spinning at optimal performance? That because you might have to build it higher.
I don't think it has different spin speeds.
It does. I've checked it before. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I can build it higher in a minute if you want.
Yeah, you'll be able to tell. But it basically says it's optimal if it's done right. Right, as the steel plate. Because on the settings I was checking before, it has poor, medium, whatever, something in optimal sort of settings. More steel, please. Thank you. So what do I gather from playing this update with Jack? First of all, you need to get yourself to a location with ice to survive. Next up, you need to start creating some sort of power. And of course, the easiest way is using wind power, but if you're not lucky enough to have wind on wherever you are, then you're going to have to either use solar or some other method. Uranium is just completely out of the question. You need to find it in space, and if you do find it, the worst thing that could happen is other players finding the same location. It's going to be an asset that is going to either be mined to extinction, or alternatively players are going to be fighting over them uranium deposits. And I really hope that's what Keen decided to do. They made uranium into such an aspect that players are going to be hunting far and wide for it, and when they do find it, there's going to be some big brawls for it as well. Very cool sort of concept, and I really like how they've changed up the early stages of survival, but just enough to kind of make players think without completely killing them off with an over-the-top survival experience. Anyway, I'd like to thank you guys for watching.